Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Happy Practice Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Sierra, and today I'm joined by our good friend and amazing dental professional, Miss Debbie Evans. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So a little bit about Debbie. Debbie has actually been in healthcare for more than 30 years and is currently the practice administrator and vice president at Wainwright and Wassel DDS in North Carolina. So she earned her diplomat from the American Association of Dental Office Managers, which is ADOM, and is the co-president of the Triangle Area Chapter of Dental Professional Learning Network.
It's now Dental Professional Learning Networks. It's
Yeah.
moved from chapters to that.
Perfect. And was once, in 2020, ADOM's 2020 Practice Administrator of the Year. So huge award. Is there anything that you haven't done in the dental space?
Well, probably. Things change all the time, so yeah, probably not. But I love dentistry. I've been in it. I got in it a long time, 32 years ago, and didn't know I'd like it, and I fell in love with dentistry. So I love it.
Talk about your journey. Tell us about how you got involved in dentistry and healthcare.
Oh, I was a stay-at-home mom, and my two children, that was my life. And I took him to the dentist one day, and he looked at me. He said, "Debbie, have you ever thought about working in a dental office?" I went, "No." He goes, "Well, I would love for you to come and help me grow my practice. Be my office manager," even though he was a very small practice. And I said, "Well, let me think about it. Let me go home and talk to my husband." We went home, came back. I said, "Okay, I want to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 3. And be off for PTA meetings or whatever," because I was involved in everything. And he says, "Great, you got a job." So got into it and actually fell in love with it, and eventually moved into more of a full-time position. And then 19 years ago, my husband was transferred to North Carolina from Kansas. I was in Kansas at that time. And I was going to work for Patterson. And but then Patterson had told Dr. Bruce Wainwright about me. He called me up out of the blue. I didn't even know this was happening. Called me up and said, "Hey, would you love to come interview and be our business manager? We heard you would be a great fit." So, of course, I went and got the job. And 19 years later, absolutely love it. It's the best decision I've ever made.
What do you love about being in the practice administrator role?
I love it. I love our doctors that they actually grant me the freedom to manage and to make decisions. I love the people. I love everybody we work with. I mean, that's the most important thing to me, is having everyone happy and have everybody satisfied with their job. And then I love the patients, and I love to work with them. And I feel like my little equation I have. So we have a happy patient and a happy employee equals a successful practice. And that's what I strive for every day.
Well, and that's really the thing that we're here to discuss today, which is team building and team recognition, right? So you have a very large team,
Right.
over 30 people, which for a single location is massive,
Yes.
right? I mean, even for some multi-location practices, that's pretty huge, okay? So starting things off, I want to talk about the impact of team dynamics on employee satisfaction. So you talked about your equation. How has that guided you, and how does that manifest itself in your practice day to day?
Well, everybody struggles with this, but we are open. Communication is the most important thing to me, and I feel like communication is the key to everything. So we have, every morning we have a morning huddle. We talk about our day. A lot of people do, I know. And then we also have all my assistants once a month. We have dental assistant meetings with the doctors, and then we have hygiene meetings once a month. We have business team meetings once a month, and then the doctors that I have a meeting once a month. And then every 6 weeks, we have a full staff meeting. So like when we have the individual team meetings, you could take problems that just like the dental assistants, you can take those and just talk about it so not everyone else will hear in the whole place. I mean, it's kind of really nice to do that. I find that's very, very helpful. And another thing we have, because we're so large, we try to make a small practice feel in our large office. We have 4 doctors, and each doctor has 2 assistants, and that also each doctor has 1 business team person that is assigned to them. So they get together and have also meetings, and they keep track of all their new patients. And then, because once a new patient, you have to get them in and be there for a couple years before they're established patients. And that's what we want in our office. When people walk in the door, we want people to feel at home, and we want them to find their dental home. And we feel like we try to give our patients, like Nordsmith's Dentistry, the best care in the world. And that's what I do.
I love that. Nordstrom's of dentistry.
Nordstrom's, that's what I've been saying for a long time, yeah. I feel like we give that too, because not everybody gives that. You can go to a lot of places, and I mean, there's so many dental offices out there. We're on Falls of Neuse in Raleigh, North Carolina, and there's probably 100 offices along that road. I mean, maybe might not that many, but there's so many. People could choose anywhere to go to, anywhere. And I feel like with the care we give and the Nordstrom care, that people will come back and they see it. You can see it in our Google reviews. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, the evidence speaks for itself, And the nice thing is a happy patient's going to refer their friends, they're going to refer their family,
True.
And the practice just grows from there.
Yeah. We went to a meeting years ago, and at the meeting they said, this was a long time ago, so it's probably worth more now, but everybody that walks in the door, every patient, is worth $40,000 to $50,000, because not only it $10,000 for them in their lifetime, and then they refer 4 people. That's $50,000. So that's what you have to think about. It's not just looking at dollar signs, but everybody that walks in that door, they're valuable. I mean, and you need to take care of them.
Absolutely. I mean, that totally changes the way that you approach your patients.
Yeah.
When they're a person to be taken care of, and when they need work, which represents a revenue opportunity for the practice, you're not going to sit there on your computer and just ignore them. You're going to try and provide them with the best experience possible.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we teach too, even the new hires. And we just hired a new, we call it business team, but she's actually, the receptionist, the first person you see when you come in. She'll get up, shake their hands for new patients, and then she'll talk to them and act like they're coming into her living room. And that's what I tell her. I said, this is your living room. Make sure the coffee bar's stocked, the water's stocked, everything, nobody waits longer than, 5 to 10 minutes. If they do, we give $5 Starbucks gift cards to them. And I'm like, why are we getting this? We're like, we don't want you to wait. We want, and everybody's like, oh, wow, that's pretty nice. But we try to not have to give too many of those because we want to stay on schedule,
Understood. So one of the things that you have a lot of thoughts about and a lot of experience with is team building. What are some really effective team building activities that you've done and that you would recommend for others?
Okay. We celebrate everything at our office, everything. And it's
everything?
Well, yes. Birthdays, anniversaries. Now, the anniversaries is the anniversary of when you started working for our office. We do 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15. And because we always send flowers to them, we buy them lunch and get them a card, and people love it. And every birthday, they get a birthday check with the card signed by everybody, because we pass it around everywhere. And then they get a dessert of their choice. It could be Cheesecake Factory, wherever they want, we get it. And then they get lunch bought for them too. And then we celebrate like all the holidays. I'm a big celebration person, and I'm festive, so I like to decorate a lot. You should see our office at Christmas time. It's like, the doctors are so wonderful because they bought into this, and they actually, when are we putting the Christmas stuff up? Our whole office looks like, it's just unbelievable. It's really pretty. And we always have a big Christmas party. We have games, and money's flowing. You know how that is with just fun. And we have dinner and drinks, and just have a great time. It's really nice. Everybody gets dressed up, and you get to see each other out of your scrubs. It's kind of nice. And then Halloween, we have a tradition that every team, like we've got the assistants, the doctors, and the hygienists, and then the business team, we all keep it a secret, and we all dress up a Halloween. If it's the day, if it's the 30th or last day, we'll do it that day. But we all dress up, and we go all out, decorate the whole place up, and we just have fun, and our patients look forward to it. It's really fun. And I could go on and on, but I'll tell you one more thing. March Madness is really big. I'm into my family's sports. We're very competitive. So my son went to KU, so I'm a big Kansas fan. And we do March Madness. So I make a humongous bracket on the wall. It's huge. And we all dress in our favorite college shirts for the, one day for the 3 weeks that's going on. And we have brackets we send out to our patients and they can win. And then we have internal brackets too. And it's just fun. Then we put a big basketball goal up, pop a shot, I think it's called. And then we give patients 10 minutes when they leave. We give them 10 seconds to shoot as many balls as they can, and they win prizes. So I'm telling you, people wait for that week, for those 3 weeks. A lot of people say, no, I want to come during March Madness, make my appointment then, just because, and we have like a squishy ball, we have like a $5 Starbucks card, $10 Amazon, things like that, but they love it, and everybody does it, everybody.
I want to go to get my dentistry done here now.
I know, it's fun.
I'm going to travel all the way from Utah.
We have people coming, believe it or not, from a lot of places.
What's your farthest patient? Where do they come from?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have Florida. A lot of people in Florida.
A lot of people from Florida.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty far.
That's pretty far, yeah.
Yeah. We're in North Carolina, by the way, so.
Yeah, I know, that's quite a hike. Did your office, you talked about some amazing things that you're doing. That's like very exciting for the staff and for the patients. Mm-hmm. Did you start out like that?
No.
Or did you kind of like add things as time went on?
That's something I brought to the office. We started it with Christmas, right? And then, I got stockings for everybody with their names on it. We hang them everywhere. And then gradually, because I did March Madness at my last office, so we started doing, the doctors were going, that's a good idea, let's do it. So we did March Madness. And then it's just gotten, sometimes it gets a little bit too big, but it's fun. It's just a gradual thing. Yes, you can't do everything at one time. Every year we do different things. Hey, another thing we do is something we give back to the community. This is huge, and it makes you feel really, really good. So this is part of team building, too. Every year, the second Thursday of October, we do Freedom Day. And that day is we do free dentistry for veterans and active military and their families. And last year we did $48,000 in one day. And we all wear, I had Freedom shirts made, and we all wear jeans, and we buy decorated cookies to give everybody. We have donuts and coffee, everything for the people that come. And it just makes, that day is so special to us. It really bonds us a whole lot, and it's just wonderful. And one thing that all our doctors, we have the 4 doctors, Dr. Matt Wassel, Dr. Mark Wainwright, Dr. Kelly Prettyman, and Dr. Emily Pope, they all pick one patient that really needs help, and they pick them and they take them for however long it takes to finish their case. And that's something we do. I'm getting a little verklempt because it just is wonderful, that I think, and it's something special.
And that really plays into the core values of the practice, right?
Yes.
Talk about your core values and how those inform your decisions.
We wanted to be, trust is one. We want to be a trusted, you want to trust your dentist when you go to them. High technology is another thing. Caring, we want to make sure people know that we care. That's mainly what we're all about.
And I can see how that kind of integrates itself into all of these activities that you do, these really cool things that you can get involved with your team, get involved with the community, and what those activities do is that brings everybody together. And I love how you talked about that.
Well, I've got one more thing too. We've got 3 of our staff members have had breast cancer in the last 5 years. So that kind of made us aware, more about breast cancer. Everybody probably knows somebody, but when it affects somebody that you know and you work with every day, it hits your heart. So we started the breast cancer awareness drive. We put it out to our patients in the whole month of October. We all wear pink. We give ribbons out to our patients, and we do a fundraiser for that. And then we all do a Avon walk for them, the whole staff. We do that. And and the girls that have had cancer get to walk over like a bridge, and it's just really wonderful. And one of the girls though had a relapse. She got it again, and she just got done with surgery just like a couple weeks ago. But she's doing well. And everybody's doing well now. So like everybody says their office is a family. Everybody does, but I don't know. This is my second family, as you can tell. Sorry.
Something you're really passionate about.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you guys are doing that. I've had family members that have been impacted by breast cancer, and by cancer in general.
Yeah.
So I think spreading the awareness and spreading that support to the community, it really goes a long way to help people. And it sounds like it's been a positive thing for your patients and for your staff.
Oh, they love it. They love it. You know, everything, we put everything on Facebook and Instagram, you know, and there's so many comments on there that just says, you know, we love what you're doing, especially Freedom Day and breast cancer awareness. So, yeah. I mean, we do a few other things. My local chapter, which of ADOM, it's called the Dental Professional Learning Network. It's the Triangle Dental Connections, what it's called. Once a year, we do a big team building thing, and last year we made 20,000 meals for people in the Raleigh area, and my whole office came. A lot of offices came, and we just had fun making all these meals, and music was playing and running and playing, and everybody just had a great time. So, you know, it's a great team builder too. I could go on and on about team building, but
well, let's go there. Yeah, I mean, this is so inspirational to hear about all of the great things that you're doing. And the people that are listening to this might say, okay, well, you know, those are like the special days.
Right.
But then you've got your normal days too, right?
Yeah.
So how do you foster that culture and that effective communication on just a normal Tuesday where we're coming into work to do dentistry?
I just think it starts at the top with the doctors and the way they treat everyone, and the way, and then just you treat them like we're all the same. We're all people. It's not like a hierarchy. We're all the same. We're in this together. We're a team, and we try to do the team approach on everything. So, but I really know it starts with the doctors, and everyone has great respect for our docs, you know. And I'm the practice administrator, and I mean, people look at me too, but I just feel like I'm doing what they want me to do, and everybody else. I mean, we have our days. Hey, everybody has their days. I mean, we're not perfect. I mean, you know, but that's why the communication part comes in, is we try to get everything out and open and not fester, you know, so.
Not letting it fester is huge, right? Being able to be, especially in a fast-paced environment like dentistry.
Yeah.
How many patients are you seeing a day?
About 90.
That's a lot of patients.
Well, we have 8 hygienists. They each see 9, right? And then we have the doctors, maybe more than that. I mean, it just depends on the day. You know, if they have a long 4-hour procedure or something. So, yeah, then 4 doctors. And I told you the assistants, each doctor has 2 rooms. So, and they do team approach too. So he goes here and then goes to another room, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So, yeah, it's busy. Busy.
So, as things are getting busy and as things are moving really quickly, what are some strategies that you have to recognize your team members? I mean, you've got over 30 people.
Yeah. Oh.
So let's talk about recognition.
Well, I mean, like I said, again, the doctors, at the end of the day, usually it's the end of the week, they go around to everybody and say, thank you so much for a good week. Thanks for working so hard. That really means a lot, you know. And I try to do the same thing. I go around, thank you so much for a great day or great week. I just bought these little cards. I got them on Amazon. And they're like, you're remarkable, you're whatever. You know, great little cards. They come in a little box, and they weren't very expensive. And I've been... We just hired 3 new dental assistants, and all my assistants, we've got a new way we're training everyone. And they all came together with a new way to train. 3 assistants is hard to train at one time, but things are going really well. We're in a second week of it. But what I did was I just got these little mesh bags, and I put like, you're special, you're unbelievable, whatever the card was, and then I put a $5 Starbucks card in. And I gave them to all the assistants, even the new ones. I put in theirs, this was welcome to our team. And I just said, thank you for working so hard as a team, and you know, with all the work you've done to train these new people. And then before I left to come here, I put little cards on all the keyboards of all my business team, and I've done the same thing for the hygienists. I just put a little card in there. I don't do it all the time. I do it just, you know, sporadically, just to whenever I feel like it, you know. And it's funny, I go around the office and I look in their operatories or look, you know, by their desk and that, and they save the cards and they put them up, and I'm like, that makes me, they like that.
I would love that too. Yeah, I mean, everybody appreciates the recognition, and it sounds like a little bit of recognition goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way. Just a thank you, especially from the doctors. I mean, that is huge.
Absolutely. Let's talk about bonuses and incentives. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we don't give bonuses at our office, like, oh, if you do this percentage, and then, you know, it's there's too many people. So what we do is at staff meetings, if we had a great month, we'll go and give them all each a gift card, Amazon, a Visa card. We'll do something, we'll surprise them, a $100 bill. I mean, we'll just do little things throughout the year. So it's not like, oh, today you'll get $500 in your check or whatever. Or we just do a little things here and there throughout the year, and we surprise them. And I think they like that. Now, we do bonuses, Christmas time bonuses, always. And it's usually on, no one knows what everybody gets, but it's usually on how long you've been there and what kind of work you do, you know. So, but we always give Christmas bonuses, so people will have money, extra money for Christmas to, you know, gifts for people. Or just keep it if they need it, pay off a bill, you know.
Love that. So as we're coming to the end of the interview, one thing I wanted to ask you that's actually a little bit off script, but I'm really curious about, you're obviously incredibly driven. You've been doing this for a while, and you've gotten really good at it. What motivates you?
I just like to succeed. I like to succeed in life. And another thing is, no matter, I mean, I'm not young and starting my career. I still learn. I think go out there, keep learning, keep striving to be the best you can. I think you should never stop doing that. That's me. I'm going to keep on going until I'm down one day, you know. But anyway, just keep striving and keep doing the best you can.
Do you have any other advice for practices that are listening to this that want to build a happy practice and build an outstanding team culture?
Well, you know, it all starts with, I really think it starts with your team and the hiring process of your team and hiring the right people. I do not do interviews. I do, I call them tours of the office. And I've gotten in with some of the local colleges around us that have, like, community colleges. And I've gotten in and I've spoken to their classes, and I give out cards that said, you know, welcome to our team, or come join our team. And it has some good things that we do. We have great benefits. But just hiring the right team members is very, very important. And like I said, I give tours. So it's amazing what you can hear and learn from somebody by just walking around your office and just talking about life in general. About, you know, we just show them our office because we have a beautiful office. And I'm very proud of it. And then we'll sit down and talk for a little while, and then we bring them back in to let everybody meet them and everything. But I just think that's very important, is the hiring process and hiring the right people.
100%. Well, Debbie, thank you so much for joining us on the show. I know I learned a ton. I'm sure everybody who watched this and listened to this is going to take away a ton of insights, like, oh yeah, I should do that, I should do this. So thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to everybody who listened and watched and otherwise participated. And as always, until next time, stay happy and take care, everyone.